I am.
Maybe. Mine's still loading.
Yeah.
It still loads for like
I
30
do.
I
minutes.
got a sick ass
Yeah, I
custom
refreshed
skin, so it's nice and dark mode and doesn't hurt my eyes. You'll want a link? It's nice.
I'm ready to fuck up the party. I mean, enjoy the party.
This server is like such a drug deal. Do you guys want a link? You want a link?
Rick is just happy to be there.
Good,
Just
what a
happy to
good
be
boy.
alive again.
Yeah,
What a good boy.
best boy.
Okay, so when we last left off, the bulk of you, five of you that are here right now. Well, Aelith is missing. First off, tonight's session goes out to Aelith's mother. We hope she has a speedy recovery. And hope that everything goes well with the cancer treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Aelith, Rib, Elrod, Bretta, and Rix find themselves at the gala of the Blood Moon Festival because they found no other possible way to possibly get out of town.
Nope.
Nope.
None whatsoever.
Nope.
The night
Not
went-
with the not with the detectives we had.
Excuse me. If you would have paid me, I probably would have done my job properly.
But
Have I not done enough for you?
you find the party went well enough. A little bit of dancing between Elrod and Aelith. Bretta and Rix having their awkward moments between their past conversations since Rix's soul was brought back to him. As well as the just general air of uncertainty everybody seems to have around Bretta right now with the current situation. Your quote-unquote fun was ruined by the arrival of Lady Hexalana Trike, who made a big deal about you all being here. The quote-unquote champions of the secret Cave of Secrets, even though y'all never entered. Her chosen champion, Bretta, and her made eye contact, but not much else had been said. During the party, Ribbit disappeared to the dining hall attached to the eastern wing, where he promptly filled up on food and other goodies before returning, taking Lady Hex by the hand to bring her over to you guys. A bit more conversation was had, and eventually you were introduced as the heroes fully and were set to tell a grandiose tale of your adventures before the entire party, for the nobles were just dying to hear about you.
They liked my story.
Meanwhile, and throughout most of that, Rib was spending his time telling a story to the king and queen. So, we pick up at the end of y'all's story, which was just an Elrod's recount of y'all's adventures so far, where it has been announced that it is time for dinner.
Yay.
Is that where we're leaving off?
That's where we're starting.
Okay, well, Rib sprints off to the dinner table.
Okay, you guys watch as Rib just kind of hops down and takes back off to the same eastern wing that he was at before.
Oy.
The music of the band begins to pick up and play again, and some of the dancers continue to dance. The others seem to be slowly filtering their way over to the eastern hall.
Well, I suppose we should get going.
Yeah, I hope we can leave after the dinner.
Yes, we didn't want to be rude either.
Mm-hmm.
It would be bad, considering we need her permission to leave the city. Oh, there's the scroll wheel.
And Rix, what are you doing? After your many failed attempts to woo noble ladies. Rix?
He done had a relapse. He's dead again.
Oh no, it was too much for him. No.
Oh, sorry, I'm back.
He died of a broken heart.
What do you choose? The group, the rest of the group has decided to make their way towards the dinner hall. What do you choose to
What?
do?
I'm totally alone. What happened? I'm looking around.
We leisurely walked away from you?
If you don't mind me.
Some say sprinted.
To the dinner hall we go.
Alright, well, I didn't build out a dinner hall because I've been lazy.
When y'all walk in, y'all hear Rib chanting, "We want meat! We want meat!"
So,
Can you describe the dining room?
can I get to it?
Can you roll perception?
You'll enter a massive, grandiose dining hall with about 10 large wooden tables set up. Each table seems to have seating for roughly 12 to 15 people. 6 on either side with 2 to 3 chairs at the ends, depending on which table it is. Each seat has a reminiscent of what our real world China type silverware would be. Real nice dinner plates with small salad plates next to them, and silver spoons and forks and knives, all actual silver. The plates are just a pretty like pearl white with gold trimming around them in decorative colors. Along the back wall is quite literally a buffet covered in 99% meat. There's a few fruits and veggies on there, and a few more of the punch bowls with the red drink in them. But oddly
Oh, it's
enough,
a thing.
when you enter, there's no aroma that comes from the food.
Ooh, that sounds like an Arcana check. Is this conjured food or something?
No.
Oh.
You don't sense magic from the food. It just doesn't smell like you would expect a buffet to smell.
Damn. Elrod does the old arcane sniff, and it just looks like he's sniffing the sniffless food.
So you reach out with your arcane senses, don't pick up anything from the direction of the tables or anything, as Rib is gathering up the smallest forks that he can find while people are still entering. A few of them swat him away, telling them to get away. Those are their forks.
Ah, no, those are mine. They're my size, not your size.
They're salad forks.
What's a salad?
That's a good question.
Bye, my fork. You try sticking the fork.
Elrod's just gonna head over to the... Do we have particular seats that are ours? Because we're like the honored guests or whatever? Or is
Nope,
it just
It's
have
just
at it?
tables.
Cool.
I assume we
Oh.
get this fancy party, we're going to get served and we don't serve ourselves.
I'm gonna walk up to Brett and start handing him the tiny forks.
Okay.
And I'm going to make a
Ooh.
point to not sit next to Brett.
Elrod's gonna hold the chair out for Aelith and continue to try to avoid noble ladies.
Surprisingly
Rib
enough,
is-
you guys don't draw much more in the way of eyes as far as besides being heroes. Like, there's no fawning over you. There's no. Everybody here seems to be tied to somebody, if that makes sense.
Oh, cool. Perfect.
Rib's gonna start putting all the tiny forks in all Bretta's little bags.
Okay. So you guys get settled in. Rib kind of. Oh, are you doing it without her knowledge?
Do I know or not?
Okay, well, roll.
Yes. I'm gonna roll stealth.
Roll thievery versus perception.
Oh, this ought to be fun.
Pretty sure her passive beats that.
25.
Yeah. Well, as you're standing there looking around, kind of figuring out where you want to sit, Bretta, when you feel some of your bags up underneath your fancy coat that you're wearing, and it's you feel something fumbling about through your bags. And just as a recap for anybody that might possibly be watching, Bretta's outfit. Aelith's outfit. For our wonderful little Gala. Rib's outfit. My favorite.
Ook.
Elrod's outfit.
Without the millennial haircut.
And
I don't think-
Rick's.
I don't think Elrod's ever cut his hair.
Not that I know of. Rick's outfit. The frou-frou elf. So, eventually you guys all find your seat. I'll let Bretta and Rib sort out their little fork dilemma here.
Great.
Oh, ripped. Okay. let me put. Is anyone this? Sorry, is anyone like paying attention to us while we do the fork thingy?
No, not really.
Okay. I'm going to put them all in my bags. I'm going to wink at Rip. I'm going to tell him, I can we exit the party, okay?
Deal.
Excellent.
Hold on 1 second. I gotta fix a sound issue again. It's working, it's just popping in and out, so 1 second. I said hold on. Every time I try to adjust the audio, it automatically mutes it. It's weird. Okay, try to say something. I can manipulate my sound again. Yay. We're good.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, continuing on. Britta, you in the small little downtown there, you mentioned something about taking knives.
Yeah, the small silver knives that were on the table.
Okay.
Okay, Rip, if you can get some of them, we can put them in my bag too.
On it. We're just gonna start going underneath the tables and grabbing knives from people, aren't we?
Alright, roll stealth check for me, please. Okay.
34.
Sleight of hand.
Oop, not streetwise. Excuse me.
Okay.
27.
As you're slinking along, despite your cape and your staff and everything that you're taking, kind of dragging around, you're able to kind of sneak your way about. You come back to Brenda with about 10 silver knives. Like dining knives, they're not like daggers or anything.
Here you go.
Oh, nice. Going to put them in the same bag.
Do I
No.
notice this?
What's
Roll
next?
perception.
I'd assume Elrod's just chatting with Aelith about the next step of the plan.
Probably.
Oh, that's actually
Oh,
pretty
shit.
good for Elrod.
Pretty good, but not quite.
Oh my
Because when
god.
he's doing his favor, he's not next. He's over off at a distance area.
Okay.
Well, I think he was asking if he sees me giving them back to Greta,
Oh.
not if he saw me stealing.
Yeah.
Right, Elrod?
Yeah, more you and Bretta.
Well, then both
What?
Brett and Rib need to roll another sleight of hand. Por favor.
Oh, man.
one moment.
It's sad. He rolled a 19. He can't see me.
No. Elrod is not observant. He's got guts, but he ain't got
Jeez,
eyes.
that's not thievery, Bretta.
Oh shit.
That's
But I think they're the same for you, so it's fine. They're really close and not.
I'm cool with it. I was just more of
Regardless,
a...
she rolled
flavor.
a.
Yeah.
Oh god, yeah.
Okay.
You're fine.
You rolled a 13 and a 14.
Oh god.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, you don't notice it, Elrod.
Cool.
Uh,
He's
what
just
you
chatting
guys-
away with Aelith.
Yeah, once you guys get settled in, you notice all the nobles kind of just went straight for the buffet line. A few of them sat down, mostly the ladies. The men seem to be going up and gathering plates and various food items like that. Most of them carrying meat.
Rib's gonna go pass out plates.
In fact, the fruit, veggie, and salad bar area is very small. If it's a 20-foot table, maybe about 5 feet of it's dedicated to things that aren't meat.
Oh, you said we all noticed this? Just passively?
Yeah.
In that case, when Elrod sees what the men are like by and large doing here at the ball, he'll just kind of play along and get up and go fill plates for him and Aelith.
Okay, Rib hands you a plate as you're walking off. Rib seems to be just taking everybody's plates that are right in front of them and handing them to people.
Thank you
What
for
did you-
coming. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming.
Okay.
Is anybody else going up to the buffet?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll sort
there's.
of,
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll sort of get up, try to get behind another noble lady and trying to make small talk again.
Oh god, okay, roll diplomacy.
I'm just gonna roll perception because he's looking at the around the room while he's passing out plates.
Okay,
Oh hey, look, a bit better this time.
better.
Uh,
So you kind of find
How
out.
are you enjoying the party so far?
So there's no women in line. They're actually all. Most of them are all in their seats. So you find one that's kind of by herself. She's got a big old ring on her left hand.
Oof.
You sit down. She kind of glances over to you. Oh, an elf. I'm enjoying the party quite a bit, thank you.
He's gonna sort of continue to talk about their story and so on, and how she got there and who she is. Yeah, he's gonna would you? After that, he's just gonna ask, would you like me to grab you a plate?
She just kind of sets her chin in her palm. Oh, I'd love a bite. And she runs her tongue across her teeth.
Oh no.
Should I,
She
insight?
ain't loyal! Run, Rix, run!
It's about this
Run
time,
away.
Elrod, that you reach the buffet line. And you notice that all the meat is bloody raw.
Ew. He
Not a
doesn't say this
single
audibly.
piece of meat is cooked.
I'm more of a well done steak guy myself. He's just gonna make 2 big ol' salads and fill a plate with fruit for him and Aelith.
Yeah, there's like visible pools of blood on the trays that are holding the meat and everything.
Now Lotrick would love this. Elrod, no. Oh, it's like
There's
you.
something. Yeah. There's something to drink on the table or something.
Yes, there is. Red punch. Which Rix has already had a sip of.
Now,
Sure
From
have.
Given all-
in the other room.
given all the freaks and totally not vampires Elrod's come across in his adventures, can I just roll something to try to put 2 and 2 together?
Yeah, intellect.
Oh, hell yeah.
You got a pretty good insight, so I'm
Hmm.
kind of just gonna walk away slowly.
It's a 12.
Okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead and make your insight check there, Rix. Oh, Rib, you're
I guess-
fine. You're not balancing like a tower of meat. It fits on the plate.
My insight was above.
9 pieces.
Yeah, they're
Dang,
they're
these
cut
are
up in
small
like
pieces.
they're cut up in like small strips and stuff like that. It's not all. It's cut up towards as bloody as possible.
Well, if that's the case, then he's gonna set his plate back down and go back and get another plate.
Okay. What's your passive insight, Rix? Oh, I see it right there. Never mind. Right above the emote. Oh yeah, you with everything that's even though you've been unconscious for the last like 2 months,
Tell
you've come
something's up.
to something here is off. These, especially with what you tasted in the punch earlier, that coppery iron aftertaste that it had.
Oh god.
The fact that all the meat is raw. There seems to be a lot of. The woman had pointed canines.
I'm just gonna run up to Elrod. It's like, Elrod, I think, all this food looks like it was made for Tanok.
You kind of
It's not-
catch him while he's... Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
You kind of caught him while he was walking away from the table, and he goes, "Bloody raw." Yeah, I noticed.
And I don't think everyone here is exactly.
Yes. Or
You
would
don't-
my int have would the I don't know if a 26 is enough.
Well, between everything that happened with Lady Hex and
Understood.
Bretta, the
No one
obvious
seems to be bothered by it.
connections within the eyes, and the fact that nobody here is bothered by it, and they're actually like sticking the pieces of meat in their mouth and like sucking the blood out of like you know, like if you have a juicy pickle, and you want all the pickle juice out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing that with the meat.
Ildra just kind of blankly looks around. Yeah. Don't go sticking your neck out for anyone, Rix. He'll just walk back to the table.
All right. I'll
Bretta,
just pick up up a small amount of meat and bring it back to the table.
Elrod's just casually resting his hand on the hilt of his sword as they sit, chat, and munch on veggies. Are they real veggies? And I'll shut up in a sec, I swear.
Yes, they're real veggies.
Alright. As he munches on, like, a carrot.
There's no banicula in here.
But
They're real veggies.
But I do remember to grab a plate for that lady who
Okay.
like awkwardly headed to her.
Okay. She reaches out as you start to walk away, Rix, to try and grab your hand.
Yes. He just sort of gonna try to pull it back.
What's your reflex?
Reflex. I don't.
Your reflex defense?
You mean- Oh, reflex 27.
Yeah.
10 plus half level is 18.
It's in your character sheet.
Just the score. It's
Yeah.
27.
It's 27?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh.
How perfect.
I'm looking at it right. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this box that says score.
Ah.
As you kind of try to awkwardly step away, your hand is grabbed right around the wrist. And though the grasp of it, like as you feel the fingers wrap around very lightly, the grip seems much stronger than that. No, stay, I insist.
Alright, Rick sort of slowly goes down to sit and tries to glance very, you know, glance at Elrod and sort of mad. He's like, help!
How far away did Rick sit from Elrod and Aelith?
He's down at the
Or
other,
no, you're...
he's off talking to a noblewoman at the other end of the table.
Elrod just kind of looks worried.
That said, Bretta, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Bretta, you took a drink. The fruit punch is fruity in flavor with a very, very, especially to you, distinguishable iron-like aftertaste. And I need you to roll a d20 plus your wisdom modifier. Not half level, just your wisdom.
Okay.
Just while you're doing that, Elrod clearly looks annoyed that he can't just throw a magic
Oh,
bolt at
shit.
somebody.
They did that wrong. Give me a moment. 1d20 plus
Plus
2.
2.
Should have just added 2 to the 11.
Oh, this is the best thing I had ever tasted in
You
my
can
life.
you can add the 2 to the 11. The answer is still you actually like it. You you feel the taste of the drink on your tongue, and you take a moment, you kind of run your tongue across your lips after tasting it, and it's to you kind of sweet.
No, this is really good.
Aw. I wish Lotrick was here. Aw.
I'm going to get like closer to Elrod and Aelid. I like shake the glass a little bit. Oh, God. This is really good. I'm going to take another sip.
Yes, I'm sure it tastes delicious. Elrod's like that one straight edge friend at a party that doesn't drink or do anything fun. He just munches a carrot. Oh no, he's on a celery now.
Even the meat around you actually looks somewhat appealing, Bretta.
Oh, have you seen the maid? It looks really good.
Brenda,
That's my plate, did you?
You're sitting right next to her, aren't you?
Yeah, I went back got 4 more plates and I
Yeah.
was trying to carry it over. So did my acrobatics make it?
Yeah, you got it all.
Oh, sweet.
Elrod just looked at you, Bretta. It's raw, Bretta.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you don't like raw meat?
What?
Since when did you?
What's wrong with raw as he eats his mouth?
It's normal for you to eat raw meat, Rip.
Oh, Sir Rib has all the reason. Oh, can you give me a...
Hey, no, don't dodge my question. We cooked those steaks, well done, when we were camping, and you liked it. Since when did you start liking your meat uncooked?
from now?
You know what? All the
Ah.
power to you, brother. Go ahead and enjoy your
Rip's gonna
unsafe meat.
Rip's gonna go on the table and, all right, maybe you just have it. Try it. Try
No.
it. Here, try it. Try it. He's trying to
No.
stick it out.
Oh yeah, and also try the wine. Going to get close to him, like shake the glass.
I'm gonna put the shield on myself.
Does the lady encourage me to eat the meat I'm sort of
Yes, she
dodging around?
does. She tries to get you to take a bite of the raw, bloody meat.
Rix is sort of resistant, but could I roll anything against that? See if I.
You can roll a athletics or acrobatics to try to get out of her hold.
Do acrobatics.
Yeah, you're fine. You kind of pull away.
Well, it was nice speaking with you, and I'm sort of just gonna scurry along.
Ignore the sounds of the pages of a book turning.
Elrod will just as you're coming, as Elrod's like batting away like Elrod will just put his hand on the kobold's head, so he's just kind of like wiggling his shorter arms at him. And as Rix walks over, Elrod kind of aids Rix's little escape by saying, "Oh, too afraid of girls, are you, Rix?" And he says it as a joke, and then he's like, "Get over here, get over here."
Help me!
As Elrod begins to talk, Rip's gonna try to throw a piece in his mouth.
Roll. Okay, roll a ranged attack. That's a dexterity attack.
It's a regular dexterity, right?
Yeah, 1d20 plus half your level plus dexterity. Alright, what's your reflex?
It's lower than that.
So afraid of girls.
He spits it out all over Rix. I'm going to roll endurance to swallow 0 of it. I don't want any of this in my system.
Yeah, roll an endurance check.
Rix is sort of gonna try to Heimlich him. Oh my god! Alright, Rix gets behind him and
You're fine.
puts 2 palms.
Good.
Holy crap, your endurance is a 19.
Yes. Elrod is tanky
Only
as fuck.
21. Jeez.
It's the reason he's not like broken all the time. Physically.
Oh. Red is gonna eat the piece you spit out.
Ugh.
Oh god, you're
Oh,
just
that's
a no.
disgusting, Rude.
No,
Elrod-
stop that wasted meat.
Elrod will reach into his bag and pull out his last little, like, almost empty, tiny bottle of vodka and just swish his mouth with it. Yeah. No, thank you.
Suit yourself. More for me.
Yes.
Brother, you want some?
Oh yeah. I'm going to take some meat off his plate. You know, this
People are
is not,
enjoying themselves.
yeah, this part is not that bad after all.
Hey, Riggs, as you sit back down, you hear a little yoo-hoo from down the table.
Oh god.
And what is your will?
Oh, my will. William, 26.
Okay. She kind of gives you a wink, and you just kind of look at her like, what?
Just.
Do I see it?
Don't make eye contact.
Why did you roll nature?
Oh, what? Wrong one. My bad. Hold on. Let's try. I was clicking too quick. Do I see it now?
Yeah, you see this. You all kind of heard the woo-hoo.
Rib's gonna mistake it for himself.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. What's your will?
Oh crap!
Elrod pointedly ignores it.
My will is a 25.
Is it now?
Yes.
Mine's a
yes.
30.
You're fine.
Did you look at that one below mine?
You're fine.
But Rib's
Damn.
still gonna walk over to investigate this.
You're gonna walk
Yes.
over to her.
He's not going to walk over to her on the ground.
On the
He's
table.
going to walk on the table over everyone's food
Okay.
Oh, Rib.
Okay, so protect my food before I remember I am definitely not eating it.
Wait, that's illegal.
So you guys hear the crashing noise of Rib knocking over, not Rib's tail knocking over cups and plates and stuff like that as he approaches the woman down at the end of the table. Ah, what are you?
How you gonna call me over like that? Just he's gonna throw a piece of meat in her face and walk away.
And then we died.
Okay. As you're walking off,
Oh shh.
you as you start walking off, you see the woman, or you don't see, but anybody who might be looking that way watches her like a small blur like appear the few steps it takes to get to you, and she just reaches her hand out towards your neck. What's your AC?
Oh, we about to start fighting up in here. My AC. Hold on. I'm like, final. Ah! There's value. Where is my
It's
AC?
with your defenses.
I know, I'm looking.
It's right above your will and all.
Oh,
that.
I'm sorry. My AC is a 32.
Yeah, so as you're walking off, you feel this hand clasp around your neck and lift you up off of the table. Squeezing slowly. You filthy little creature, if you ever throw anything at me again, I will make sure you do not leave this party alive. And as she does so, her eyes turn a vivid red, and you see, now as she opens her mouth, the prominent fangs within her jaw. Why insight?
He doesn't know if he believes her or not.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Rix calls over. Rib, I think you should sit down. Let this nice
Rib?
lady have her dinner.
Yeah, maybe come here, Rib.
What's your will?
Do.
It's 25, right?
See,
Oh yeah, she full on intimidates you.
well, Rib will walk away.
Rib is currently suspended in the air by her hand.
Rib is-
You guys watch as Rib's like feet are kicking because he's like trying to turn and walk away. She finally quote unquote sets you down. No, whoa, not that much. You take 4 points of damage.
Can Rib attack?
I mean,
Oh.
if he really wants to. She kind of just threw him to the table. This commotion does cause the rest of the party, and even the music, to just stop almost all at once.
Rib's gonna yell out, "You say nothing!" and storm away.
You can
Rick's
feel the what's roughly 30 pairs of eyes following you across the table, Rib.
Oh, what else is new? I have TMI always following me.
Rix clutches his knife defensively. his little cutlery knife.
Rib's gonna sit back down and eat his meat.
There's a brief moment of pure silence. Everybody's staring, watching Rib. You don't even hear this. The only clink you hear is Rib's silverware as he begins to try to eat his meat again. You just look.
Rib's gonna look at you. Can't go back to the party.
They continue to stare. You guys all see a small flicker in their eyes of red.
Rix is gonna awkwardly take another sip of the red juice to try to release some tension.
Rib's gonna look at Elrod.
And then, as if nothing happened, the music picks back up.
Rib, I'm
I'm
not
going-
going to help you if you pick your
Yeah.
own fight.
Rib, she was rude.
You can't throw things in the noble. The nobles are hosting this party. You can't throw things in their face, even if they're rude to you.
No, not in Kobold Society. You done messed up, you get messed up.
Well, are we in Kobold Society right now, really?
Everywhere's Kobold Society, Elrod. You should learn that.
That's not how it... Oh, my goodness.
I'm going to take another big sip of my glasses. Get another one.
Okay.
Rib's gonna storm off into the main hall.
Okay, so Rib storms off with your plates?
Yes.
Okay. Rib grabs his plates and storms out, leaving you guys just to continue eating. All alone, as Bretta gets up from her seat, walks over to one of the punch bowls and just casually fills her drink back up, just grinning, enjoying it. And Elrod, as you and Aelith are sitting there eating, Rix too, you guys see a small shadow kind of pass over you. Rix, you feel a hand on your left shoulder, and Elrod a hand on your right shoulder. Enjoying the party, are we?
Can I help? Oh, who is it?
It's Hex.
Can I help you? Hi!
Hello there. Yes, we've been mingling. I just sort of glance over to that lady from before.
So I see. I would have to ask that you refrain your little friend from causing any more disturbances. It's already taken quite a bit of persuading to not have the usual routine of our little party.
I'll be completely honest. Gotta say it because Hex is looking him in the face. I'll be honest. If he steps out of line again, you guys can just do what you want with him.
Wonderful. Now, where's our little friend? Not the
Which
purple
one?
one.
Greta? Right there. I point at the chair she was sitting in if she's not there anymore.
No, she went to get a drink.
Oh, no, she punch bowl. Punch bowl.
Wonderful. I've been informed that there's a bit of a... She holds up her hands and makes little air quotes. Mix up with the authorities.
Yes, a bit of a mishap. She told me the details, and she did what she had to do to help someone important. He looks at her when he says someone important, and I'm hoping that
Rix scowls at that.
in order for her to help you better, you can help us now, so we can leave town and do our thing, and then you can do whatever you want with her. No, that's not my problem anymore after we finish the quest. Oh, nope.
Yes.
Elrod talking to girls like an expert.
Well, I do kind of need her able to leave. As such, I will put in word that she could not have... I will handle it. How about that?
Appreciated. Very, very much. Thank you.
The
I'm
incompetence
going to
of
come back. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm going
You
to-
can be approaching.
Yeah. I'm going to approach with the new glass and just see X with the rest of the guys, and I'm going to get closer to it.
Well, the authorities here are usually a little more imbecilic, but they seem to have found some help that I might have to deal with.
I see. I'm gonna roll insight on that and try to figure out who she means, even though it's obvious. Elrod ain't thinking right. Elrod ain't thinking right.
It's not too hard to put it together.
Oh, okay.
The, her influence
pretty
seems to not be quite as strong at the moment.
Perfect. He talks exactly the same. No, I'm kidding. Although he is talking a little better after the initial surprise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
obvious.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes, the Dragonborn.
Yes.
I
Well.
see.
Dragonborn.
Enjoy the rest of your dinner, and do look to be leaving soon. Once the midnight bell tolls, there's no telling what they're gonna get up to.
Understood. What's the
Just-
time now?
11:50.
All right, time to go.
Thank you for your hospitality.
You're quite welcome. And Bretta.
Oh, thank you guys. Oh, hi,
She kind
Hex.
of glances over to you. Your first item to find. I have it ready for you.
Hmm. And she's going to look side to side. That's.
Damn it, Rin.
Oh my god.
Tries to be my pick poppy kobold, big poppy kobold.
I said the way I meant it.
Tries to be my pick. Big Poppy Kobold. I know he's doing what is best. Also, sorry for borrowing the silverware, but Bretta said it looked cute. Anyway, I'll do my best. Thank you, love Brett.
He's doing his best.
Yes,
Doing his best.
I'll provide you the details once you're safely out of town.
Very much appreciated.
Going to wait for. Oh, by the way, the food and the wine is delicious.
Oh, I know. Just call that a little gift from me.
Oh well.
Well, thank you for covering up for our Kender's misdemeanors.
Oh, they were. Think of it more as like a job. And she ruffles Rix's hair as she walks off.
He's not fussed.
So, you guys have 10 minutes till midnight.
Time to go!
Maybe we should excuse ourselves.
Have a good evening. Goodbye, everyone. Bye. Let's go. Bye. Bye.
Oh, we're leaving. Oh,
You can do whatever you want, but we need you.
Oh yeah, I'm going to leave too. Can I bring the wine in any way outside the party?
Yeah, in your stomach.
Like-
No, I'm kidding.
Like the glass I have.
There's nobody stopping you.
Oh, okay. I'm going to take it.
What the hell? Oh, this
Oh,
stupid kobold.
Gonna walk over to Rib and prod him a little bit. Rib, are
So as you guys are exiting
okay.
the dining hall, Rix is sitting there like nudging Rib with his shoe, who's laying face down in a plate full of raw meat.
What? Yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. Where are we going? Why am I up? Why am I up?
We should. I think
Are you
Party is so
reading?
nearing its end. I think it's time to leave.
Red coats Ricks to
Oh.
make sure he's real, not a dream. Okay, let's go. I'm
Alright,
full.
so,
Rick follows behind Rib as he scampers off.
Don't tell me I just
Takes
knocked
one
out
glance
some-
back at that lady before.
the guards at the exit of the party kind of give you a glance as you leave. They don't stop you or anything, but they just kind of give you these curious looks as you exit back out into the city.
Have a good evening. Goodbye.
thank you. Bye bye.
You find yourselves don't go away, you're not there.
And it's pretty much midnight now, right?
It is, as you're walking out, you can, it's not quite midnight yet. No, I don't need the words for the snuggly duckling.
We're in two places at the same time. Oh my god.
But you exit the party in the middle of the Noble District.
Oh yeah. That's where we were.
Still a darkened sky up above. No visible stars, no visible moonlight.
Where do we store all of our clothes and gear and stuff? In the tavern?
Yeah. We do have a horse and cart, though, but that's loaded with, like, not important supplies. It's just hanging out outside the duckling.
Yep.
Yeah. And as you guys make your way down the steps of the Noble District, you hear the chiming of the bell. It was playing double
Yeah.
on my side because I had 2 browser windows open.
Hmm.
It was like ding ding.
With a sneaking suspicion, we should try to put some distance between ourselves and the party.
As midnight tolls at the end of the 3rd night, and if your 3rd night in Relistia, the 3rd night of the Festival of the Blood Moon, the ever permanent silhouette of what seems to be candlelight at the top of Arcana Wind Academy, that you guys have seen several times on your journey, suddenly goes out.
Do we notice this?
Yes, it's really the only source of light between there and
Oh.
the inn.
Now we're in pitch darkness.
As it does. The
I
dark
might not have my ever-burning torch, but I got my sword.
As it does so, the sky above you begins to lighten up. You start to see the filtering through of stars, and then eventually the light of the 2 moons.
Spooky.
Oh, the heavens above.
The
I'm
sky's
glad to know
clear.
I'm actually under the sky.
And then off from the Noble District, you hear a bunch of screams.
Hmm. I have a feeling that some of the people we worked with in the war might have really enjoyed that party. Definitely not my type.
Rix is going to look at Brenda.
Okay.
Try to see if anything's off.
No, she looks fine.
I'm gonna Arcana check Bretta. Does she appear to be under the effect of any sort of like blood magic or anything?
No, she looks fine.
Ah, okay.
Rib is going to ask Brenna for his forks. All right, pay up. I want half.
Oh yeah, half of the fork, half of the knife.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a moment. Going to finish up my glass. Going to put the glass on the ground. Going to give half the knives and the forks to Rip.
Okay.
How many knives and forks is it?
It was 10 each.
Elrod isn't gonna stop while they start trading hot goods. He's just gonna grab Aelith and Rix by the arm and just pull them.
It's enough to supply an army.
Oh,
Come on.
there's a lot of screams. They must have. That's a killer party. How good that we exited.
Wait, is he saying you pull us aside?
Oh no, he's just pulling you along down the road. He isn't gonna
Oh,
sit
right.
while they just stop on the side of the road in the middle of the night trading very fancy silverware. Even if it's only a difference of like 20 feet, he's just doing it on principle.
So, as you guys continue your way across, and Rib and Brett eventually catching up, you near where the carnival is, or was. You hear the faint songs of the carnival kind of drifting away as you approach, and where it once stood, there seems to be nothing. Not even, like, messed up grass or ruined dirt or anything of the sort. There's people there. Most of them kind of reveling in decorated faces and stuff, kind of heading back into town. And the guards are still gathered about a particular body. But the carnival itself is gone.
Rix hasn't ever seen the carnival, so he doesn't notice.
You saw it on the way. You saw it. He saw it when they were out earlier.
Oh, did he catch a glimpse of it from the side?
Yeah.
Oh, right, I remember he heard circus. Right.
What do you guys wish to do?
The carnival's gone. The sky. It's good to see the sky again. Maybe I should go back to the cover.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
the-
late for my shift.
Are the screams continuing to like carry,
No.
or like oh, so it's just the noble district? It's not like the commoner district too
Right.
that we're passing.
It was just in the Noble District.
Okay. Are any of the guards just around?
They're around, kind of still discussing the body that's laying in the middle of the field now. One of them is Malsira.
I didn't particularly want to cross paths with them while we have Bretta in our company. Otherwise, it'd be like, why is there screaming in the Nova District? No. Elrod will like pause as if to go say something to them, and then think better of it and keep walking towards the Snuggly Duckling.
Okay.
Rip is walking straight forward with his head looking straight up at the sky.
Alright. You guys eventually make your way back into the Snuggly Duckling, where it is filled with revelry and cheer. As folks are enjoying their final drinks of the festival. You guys can enter calmly in your fanciful outfits.
God, in the
And
tavern where everyone's.
standing behind the bar at the tavern is a familiar gnome. And she just locks eyes with Rib as he enters. It just
Rip
glares.
takes down his tip jar.
No, 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 no. You are not coming back here.
Elrod kind of looks. He went to just wave and say good evening, and then realized she was looking at Rib and goes, "Rib, I'm not going to stop you, but I don't really. I don't know what I'm going to do if she calls the guards, buddy."
Rip gets sad and holds his tip jar and runs upstairs. He goes in his room and eats a pastry.
That's what I'd do. All right. Well, I just kind of look up at the gnome and shrug.
That's where he needs to be. Drinks?
Fair enough. Yes, please.
Wonderful, wonderful. You guys kind of take your usual seats that you've had here for the few nights, and she brings over a few drinks. Doesn't seem to charge you for them.
Elrod will take out his coin purse. Even though she doesn't ask for money, he goes for the coins anyway, as if to pair.
Oh, thank you so
What's up?
much.
Hey,
Ah! Shit! What? She stole my system.
I'll deduct like however many silver Elrods. Very bland concoction of vodka and something was.
Going to ask for a beer and also look at the guys and say out loud, well, it's sad that Dorn missed the party. I wonder what he's doing with Umbra.
Well, we'll definitely have an answer in a few months.
What?
Get it? Get it?
My
I
eyes go
made a
wide
dirty joke.
and I open my book. It's just flipping through the pages. Right.
No, actually, care to
Don't read that in public,
explain?
Rix! Oh my goodness! He completely deflates and goes red in the face. Rix, put that away!
Yeah, oh, right, yep, okay.
Trifold just pops out while we're trying to wrestle it back into your bag.
Alright.
I'm just gonna put it back in his ass bag. I'm gonna need something to wash down.
Is there paper in my room?
Yes.
Is there something to write with in my room?
Yes.
Okay. What's the create something again with my roll?
What are you trying to create?
I'm going to make a really kiddish sign that says pastries, 3 silvers, and I'm gonna put my room number on it.
Okay, you don't have to roll anything for that.
And then I'm gonna stick it stealthily, go down the stairs, and stick it right next to the stairs, where people can see it.
Okay. Nobody's really paying attention to you. And with that, you do just fine. So, as you guys kind of settle in, you see suddenly near the stairs this piece of paper on the wall. Don't know where it came from. It just kind of appeared there. It just says pastry 3S, and then a room number on it.
Huh.
And I need to be right back. I need to run to the restroom, so you guys feel free to mingle.
Sure.
Rib the franchise owner.
Rib the young entrepreneur.
Research. Huh. Research for what? She's going to say very innocent, like she doesn't really know.
Dating?
I don't know, she's responded to me as
But that's what Telos told me the book was for, and then I realized it wasn't. I mean, it was.
my ears, elven ears, sort of like shuffle about up and down awkwardly, and then I snap back like that's none of your business.
Yeah, that.
Oh.
Elrod's ears also wiggle, but not as animately as a full elf's. Wiggly ears and red cheeks. That's how elves be. Elves be like elf noises.
Oh well, dating? Huh. Okay, I won't bother you with that. I just take a big sip of my beer. Well, the party was not that bad after all, I think.
Yeah, you seem to enjoy yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm gonna try to sort of lower my head and peek inside of your mouth.
Oh my god, I am a vampire. I don't know. Oh
I
god.
think I'm gonna need to roll perception from this.
Yeah. They need to subscribe now to the daily blood drinking paper now. Oh, but
What did I miss?
you means that now weird naked books with ladies is research. Oh.
Are you pre-gaming? Is it been that long, Rix?
Yeah, Rix is doing research with everyone.
Research of the naked variety.
Someone tells me Firebeard's going to join in on that.
Probably.
He probably will, yeah. And Lorne, if he's still alive.
It's important to understand elven customs.
Yeah.
That are not of the wood elven.
Oh yeah, it's Eladrin. I didn't realize my people were that freaky. That completely missed me. And again, my dad was a damn Puritan, so
Yes. Quite
Wait.
intriguing.
yes. I could go on at length about how strange human culture can be, but I feel like I'd get
Oh, yeah.
in trouble. He just glances around at the many humans in the bar.
I must say that was my only human gale I've been to, and not what I was expecting.
Well, to be completely honest with you, I don't think there were any humans in that room. Dorn probably would have been the only one, and he didn't joke. So,
Wait, the
Brenda.
only human? Yeah?
you're all snuggly with the blood drinkers now. How's that feel?
Wait, wait, what? Blood?
He just sips his vodka concoction. They were drinking the blood from the uncooked meat like a dill pickle. How did you not notice that?
Well, I
like leeches on a
I'm
cat's
going to
underbelly.
take a big sip of my beer.
Yeah, then.
Look, I'm not saying I'm judging. I know you did what you felt was right, and you did what you had to do, and we've been there and talked about that. But, damn, brother, you're not even a little bit phased.
After all that happened, I don't know. Maybe it's a quirk of traveling around.
Yeah, there she goes
Yeah.
again.
He also
Well-
just sips his drink again.
Well, let me tell you this. If anytime I'm thirsty for blood, I'm going to tell you. Don't worry.
I appreciate that, and please don't do it by biting me. Or
Brix,
anyone
it
I
is,
care about.
a bit further away. Right, you'll tell us.
Oh, come
Feels like
on.
you're going to be before.
Ah. Rip's not going to open his own pastry. Okay, as soon as we leave this town, I'm going to be really happy about it. I don't like this place at all.
Will we be able to walk?
Well, Hex said that she got the problem fixed, so I guess we're free in the morning.
Yes.
We can go
Well,
our
the-
merry way.
Part of me says we should probably leave the city, but another part of me is very tired. And when Miss comes back, I'll roll an insight check on that.
Mm-hmm.
Because like if out of character, just chatting about it, if the nobles are going to be contained to their little nightmare party, that's fine. But if this is like the night they descend upon the city and just like fucking dab on people, I'm good.
I mean,
Oh my
Maybe-
god.
made a promise to Malsera that she was going to come back the morning after.
We did. But you see, I'm
Yeah.
not lawful good.
Thank god you're not.
My word is my
Oh.
bond, except when good is on the line.
I mean, if we stay here, we might run into more trouble than just the party.
That's true. That's true. Perhaps it would be best if we just slept on the road like the original plan was. Although I don't know how quickly Hex can get things sorted out. Then again, I highly doubt there isn't much she could get done in this city. It seems like her own little personal domain.
Nah, that's good at least. At least she got everything under control. Huh. I'm going to turn back to Gnome and ask for another beer.
Alright, we'll also order another dark root vodka, whatever the hell. I forget the name of it.
Give me the strongest thing you have.
The strongest thing you have mixed with something sweet-ish.
Yeah.
But not too sweet. I don't know what the hell the fantasy equivalent of something weird like a Coke and a vodka would be. Like just Sprite and vodka. Something like totally basic.
I want to straw some pineapple ice cream.
Pineapple juice and vodka, yeah!
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he's been drinking. Because he's a big baby. But he
He's a
also
big
wants to get
boy.
drunk and forget about his problems.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we get the last of the 6, and then wait, how far is the place we need to go? How was a week of traveling?
I'll pull out the map, and I don't think I actually have access to the map as a handout anymore. Dagger, Umbra Witch, lady. Do you have access to the map as a handout, Brenna?
Give me a moment. Nope.
Neither do I. It was a good ways by. It was faster by cart, but even if we went out into the world and then teleported, just to get away from everyone. And to be closer, because if we're closer, I think there's less chance for things to go wrong.
Yeah, so let's chance. We can probably convince Dorn to teleport us if we run into more trouble.
Come again? Sorry, you cut out for me.
Dorn. We can convince Dorn if we need to teleport us away, I think.
That's true.
Don't get
Oh.
teleport?
Yeah,
Oh, yes, that's how we got here so quickly.
Oh,
and the Underdark.
why did we do that to get out?
Oh, right. Let me catch you up to speed. And he'll, instead of just telling it I'm impressing a party of creepy noble people version of the story, he gives you like the real talk, I'm 4 shots in version of the story. So there we were. End of the war. You're unconscious. Elvira is saved. God, I miss her. And we Dawn's all
Wallace
like,
is dead.
Wallace is dead, and I'm sad. And Dawn's all like, hey, I got all this residuum. And I'm like, the fuck is a residuum?
Wait, hold on. Go back a bit. What did you say right before that?
Dawn had residuum? I know! How do you even
No.
spell that?
No. But before that,
What?
I noticed we were. Actually, I don't know how many. If we have Corman here, but
3 short, technically, if you count both. Oh no, you were here for the druid's death, so 2 short.
I noticed we're missing a couple people. What happened to Wallace?
Blink, blink. Oh, that was a while ago now.
He sacrificed himself for us to run.
Yeah.
He.
Brett is
I-
going to look at the table.
A stealth mission went awry, and it was one of us or all of us, and Wallace made his decision. And it got us out of there, and then we went in and saved those who were part of the stealth party, and got them out eventually.
I still.
Well, let me rephrase that. That's when Dawn learned to teleport from Elvira, I believe, and they got away. Not Elvira and Dawn, just Dawn and Umbra and one other who snuck in. I don't remember.
What's her name?
Umbra?
Zoziria. Zoziria.
So Sierra.
Zolzira.
Yeah.
Stealth mission went wrong.
Yes, we
Yeah,
got
we-
caught.
Oh,
We tried to sneak in and it didn't work out well. It results that dragons have a really good sense of smell.
I'll backseat DM for Mist. Just flavor hell as you insight check Elrod. Elrod's way too honest. To lie to you.
I'm doing insight to try to figure out if it was Bretta's fault
Oh,
Oh my god.
because it's stealth mission.
oh.
Oh my god.
With a nat 1, I don't know if that would convince you it is or it isn't. It was one of.
Well, I'm trying
You
to
can
put 2 and
ask.
2 together with stealth and Bretta.
Oh man, I'm going to be accused of every murder now.
Oh yeah.
Our character. Elrod, with your intelligence, would you start? And this is what I see happen. Would you start figuring out now that Elrod thinks Bretta is something else besides the person who tried to save him?
Come again? Person who. Bretta
Well,
is what?
because I think Rick thinks Bretta is something else besides someone who desperately tried to save him.
Oh, that's a good point. All right.
I don't
roll,
know.
Yeah, I'll roll it. No, he's a brainy boy. He'd probably with a nat 1. Oh, he's drunk.
Yeah, he's drunk. He can't
Oh my
talk.
god, we're having bad rolls now.
He sees, Elrod sees the suspicion on your face, Rix, as you kind of like not so subtly dart your eyes towards Bretta and back to me. And he's like, yeah, no, everyone was there. It was a mess. You see, what happened was we tried to sneak in, all of us, like as a group. And because it was such a big camp, like our group wasn't that big in comparison to the camp. And we just wanted to get in, kill the chieftain, save my lady love, and get out. And that didn't work. It did not work. So, so the thing is, he's ordering like double shot drinks. So while he's only had like 2 or 3, it's like 4 to 6 shots. And
Hey, Elrod, do you still have the book we give you with Wallace?
that's actually really good. Holy shit!
Oh wow.
I-
No,
If I
yeah,
wasn't-
totally fine.
Oh, that's really good endurance. Yeah.
You see, all right. So he's not drunk. He's just totally not worried about anything. So like his really like careful manner of speaking has gone out the window.
Would you say he's relaxed after the party?
He's finally relaxed. Several shots in.
Only two captive vampire to relax.
He's had a quarter of a bottle of vodka at this point and is finally feeling normal. Oh, that's kind of sad. Anyway, what was your original
Alcohol.
question, brother?
Do you still have the book that we give you with Wallace?
Oh yeah, right here. He'll
Oh, God.
he'll go for his belt
Hmm.
where he usually keeps his books. Realizes he's still all dressed up. Oh, it's in my room. Oh no, in my bag,
well.
which is
yeah.
in my room. But yes, I still have it.
Maybe I need to
But-
add some more drawings to it. Well, Wallace was one that tried it.
I
Well, you're
would-
welcome to borrow it as long as you ask first, because if
I
I
would
think
like-
I'd lost it, I'd feel terrible.
like to see
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
You've
You
known
want
the
to-
Wallace for long, and he may have been a
You-
bit into me, but he was mostly kind-spirited.
You want me to go get it? I can go get it.
Yes, please.
Hey, give me a sec. He gets up, despite how he was kind of talking, walks totally normally up the stairs.
Have you gone to your room yet?
Yeah, he's walking up the stairs right now.
As you pass to your room, you see Ribs sitting in his doorway with all the crates of food or all the pastries around him, with all the signs on the side of his door.
How's business, buddy?
No customers yet. Can you spread the word?
Sure. You know what? I'll buy something. What do you have on the desk or on your little table crate thing?
He has the eclairs. Some underneath the sign where it says "Ball so sweet, they taste great in everyone's mouth." He has donut holes, and underneath the sign that says "Great Kobold taste in your mouth," he has bear claws.
Give me a bear claw. And
37, please.
I'll just put it on your. Elrod just reaches into his bag and puts a gold on your table. There you go, buddy.
Like a great person of business. Rib goes, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Munch.
Now he's drinking and eating.
Yes. Elrod was your first customer, Rib. And he walks off, passes by a second time, waves at Rib,
Rib
comes back
comes back.
upstairs.
As you walk by, though, Rib's making a little frame with your gold coin. Sign above it says "First customer."
That's great. Bretta, Rix, do you guys do anything while Elrod's gone? Because I'd say he'd be gone like 5 minutes. You have a chance to talk about something while I'm not like breathing down your neck.
There.
You're,
Is that all?
well, okay.
you're really quiet, Riggs. Oh, you have Tenek there. Oh, hi, buddy. Going to give him a little bit of a ear scrub.
I'm gonna sweat a little as this maybe vampire spreads my.
Murder Small touches your
Oh.
cat.
Small murder.
Murder Small.
So, Breda,
Hmm?
were you close to Wallace?
He was really nice to me. He was a good friend. I was really sad when he. Well, you already know what he did with it. He
And
saved us all.
Elrond said that when everyone was there, you were there too, right?
Yes. Yeah, we were trying. We were trying to sneak in to see if we can get the orc, and then we got separated, and then the dragon smells us, and then everything went really bad.
Tried to sneak in and you failed?
Oh yeah,
I know,
I'm not proud of it, but
I
yeah.
know you make many mistakes, but you're not known for failing stealth.
Them
Although-
dragons smell good.
The
He wasn't
dragon
there for when we
smell-
blew up the tower, was he?
Yeah, it was Wallace. Yeah.
Yeah.
For what? Oh, for.
It was Wallace, yeah, that blew up the cover, but she's going to feel like she failed too.
Oh, right. Feeling to like. No, I was. Wait. No, I was there for that.
Were you there? I thought. Oh yeah, you were there.
Because
You were
we went through
there.
the whole trees and I
Yeah,
kicked,
you died. You died.
I
that
kicked to knock off to a tree. Good times. Remember that, buddy?
A past life, yeah.
Remember when I threw you out of a tree, buddy?
Oh my god.
Don't worry about it.
night.
Yeah.
Lot.
As you guys are having your awkward conversation, Elrod just kind of waddles downstairs. Hey, I got the book.
Oh, yeah. I
So,
sort of.
what did I miss?
Um,
Drunken conversation, although Elrod rolled a 40 endurance, so he's not drunk, just relax.
Okay.
well, okay, my perception was to see if Bretta has fangs.
She does not.
Okay. I'm a little bit
The
calm
vampire,
by that.
yes.
Just a little bit.
Here's the book, Rick.
Oh, I gingerly take it and open it up. Oh god, what did it say? It was really.
It says how to make friends.
Oh my god. Oh, and it was like super. Oh, I remember it. Oh god.
It's like a little kid made it.
Yeah. Wallace wrote it and I did the drawings.
'Cause, yeah, he's gonna. As he starts flipping through the few pages, his
But-
tears start welling up in his eyes.
Elrod just kind of pats him on the shoulder and sits back down. But you see, the most curious part was when he fell. I believe she had 4 arms, 6, 4, more than 2. A woman with 4 arms came from the sky and carried him off. So perhaps whatever goddess he was associated with wasn't done with him yet.
Rix is entirely ignoring you.
Oh, come on, Rick! It's only like a 3-page book.
Yeah, it's only a 3-page book. Yeah, maybe we'll see him again.
Different for
It's
the books
really
you've
hard
given
to
me.
It's really hard to read through these tears. Understandable.
Oh yeah, I remember. That was the same night that we tried to steal your sword.
Very funny.
So, you guys enjoy your evening, your late night.
Rick's also opened his pastry shop, and Elrod was his first customer.
Rip.
Oh,
Rib,
Rick's is
rib.
just raking in the pastry sales.
My bad, Rib.
Oh, do I get to roll a D100?
How many pastries did you get again?
Oh, we got thousands of pastries.
Nothing. You
We
didn't
were
get
like
thousands.
Yeah.
You got like
And Elrod,
7 baker's
I-
dozen.
Oh,
Oh,
we
what
got
was
1,000
true?
coins worth of baked goods.
It's because you
I
overpaid.
bought like one of each, so yeah, there is a lot.
Sure.
There.
Roll a d100.
We
Oh.
came back with like 3 crates.
clearly Elrod did tell people that you had a shop upstairs, Rib. Oh my god.
You made
Oh my
82
God.
silver.
And a gold.
Heck yeah.
And a gold from Everett.
Oh, sorry. No, that you made 82 sales.
2 sales.
Because you were selling them at 3 silver apiece.
So 82 times 3.
You made 2 gold and 46 silver.
Hey.
Hooray.
He's gonna be rich.
But Elrod, just to skip a little more, because were you? I think Mr. was about to say something. Elrod will fill you in on the rest of Wallace's story as soon as you collect yourself a bit more Rex, and how we ended up being here. Again, the unfiltered version, where Elrod's just like, and then we were at this temple, and of course we landed in the water, but at least we weren't in the Underdark, and I'll get to that. Yada yada yada. 30 minutes later, and several more drinks. So those are all the details I left out when I was trying to impress the scary nobles with the story.
That great story. Oh man,
It's a great alright.
you've gone through a lot without me. So why was it again that we couldn't teleport out? Back to my original question.
Teleport out of which? Oh, here?
Yeah. Or
Simply
teleport.
It's a matter of space. We can't just scratch the circle into the floor of a tiny inn room. It may be plus it might be safer to...
Outside?
Yes, we couldn't get outside, and we didn't want to just start drawing suspicious magic circles in the commons while there's murderers afoot. So, it would be best if we
Glance.
snuck out of town and ended it.
Yeah.
He didn't mean it like that, but it just kind of came out.
Going to take a big long sip of my beer.
I'm gonna roll another endurance check because Elrod's just been buying drinks and way over tipping.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
He's like probably approaching 10 shots in now. Endurance. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Jeez.
Done.
Elrod's fine. Bretta's not doing so hot.
Is your father Irish?
That's with penalties.
He kinda was. Westport is probably close.
But you
It's
guys
like a mix.
enjoy your night. Eventually, finally, at some point in the late morning, you settle down to rest. Anything you do before actually falling asleep within your rooms?
I write a letter to Elvira detailing the events of the night.
Okay.
I'd saying I wish she was there so we could have danced, but I also am glad she wasn't because there was fucking vampires everywhere, I swear by Corellin. And because he's been drinking, he's gonna put a lot of hearts around it this time to make up for Aelith teasing him for not putting enough hearts on it last time.
As you're sitting there writing, the table's in front of a window and stuff, you take a moment, just as you're sealing it up, to look out the window, gazing up towards the sky, and a familiar green dot, now looking roughly the size of a dime in the night sky, catches your vision just briefly, before it seems to shift out of your vision yet again.
I swear that's going to be my problem someday, he says to Aelith, who would probably just laugh at him.
Yeah. Finish your letter, sign it off, drop it off downstairs for it to be picked up in the morning. What's everybody else up to?
Rib's writing a letter to his cousin.
Rib has a cousin?
Rib? I was just about to say that.
I mean, to be fair,
name-
he's got a lot of cousins. He's a kobold.
His name is
That's fair.
Dinkley.
Dinkley?
Dinkley.
Dinkley.
Telling him about his thriving pastry business.
Hey, that's a lot of money for a kobold, a lot of shinies.
Okay.
And then he writes the total of gold he has, acting like he all came from the pastry business.
Okay. And, so you write a letter that has to be delivered to the Underdark, I should add. Because purple-colored kobolds are from the Underdark. To your cousin Dinkley.
At 17, way.
Third cave cliff on the right.
Cliff on the right.
The fifth hole in the center of the side of the wall.
Yeah. Brad Evericks.
Yes, after that story, is actually gonna be reminded of Emberwood, and gonna take the time to write his own letter to oh god, who's he gonna write it to? I guess
Oh, Rod's mom.
Trius or someone in Emberwood that he knows is there. That he met last. Well, just politely inquiring about the whereabouts of his family and how the state of the island is at the moment.
You know,
Okay.
unironically, you might actually want to address that to Elrod's mom, because you could send it to the Ranger General, but he was kind of a nonce. So Elrod's mother was kind of like the real leader of the show, who actually tolerated us.
He will ask Elrod for contacts.
The
If he
Phelan
knows anyone of them.
Assistant Ranger General of the thing. He's like clearly like nearly gone at this point.
Rick is gonna
Is it-
try his best to try to transcribe that.
She's in Emberwood right now. I couldn't tell you her real address. She fucking vanished out of my life. And he shuts the door.
Okay, thank you.
Alright, Brenda.
Yeah, I'm going to fumble up the stairs.
Okay.
Going to buy some pastries of Rib.
Okay.
I'm going to my room to check where if my hoop is where I left it.
It is.
Okay.
As is the
And
dagger.
after
Your new dagger.
my new shiny dagger. And I'm going to like head off my fancy clothes, going to put it away for another fancy event, and I'm going to sleep after saying goodnight to everyone.
Alright.
It's been a long
Alright.
night. Night, guys. See you in the morning.
Night.
Night, night.
This tavern music is something else.
It's really good.
For trap music, I'm always ready for run.
So. You guys awaken the next morning.
Yay.
Oh.
This signal's gonna be a good day.
And for the first time since you've been in Verlistria, it's sunny. There's a morning sun. You hear the chirping of birds.
Because it's gonna wake up early.
The sun creeps in through your various windows, waking a few of you up. There's just a
Elrod's
general
actually,
calm
sorry.
about the area.
given Elrod's sleep so short, he'll actually be sitting out on like, is there like a porch to the inn?
Yes, there is.
He got right up and watched the sun rise. There's a little cup of coffee. That's where you guys will find him.
Old man Elrod.
He's old already.
Are you outside or are you looking out the window?
Oh no, he's outside.
Okay, you're gonna see
You
Rip
almost-
walk outside with Fluffy, and he's taking Fluffy for a walk.
Rix's face is just glued to the window as he takes in the splendor of the morning glory. It's, the sun. Then it just like puts on clothes quickly, dashes down to Nook and says, "Come, just enjoy the weather outside." And he notices Elrod there.
Good morning. Sip.
It's the sun.
Isn't it lovely?
It's so nice outside.
Shut up! Some of us are trying to sleep!
Right.
A familiar voice shouts from upstairs. From a window upstairs.
Umbra.
Yep.
Right. Didn't want to wake the people who sleep long or normal. Oh, I don't know what's normal anymore, Rix. Sip. You'd notice his coffee smells an awful lot like whiskey.
Bretta will eventually wake as well.
I'm gonna run
Mhm.
around
Yeah, I'm going
the
to
grass
wait
with
with
Nook.
the rays of the sun. Look outside the window, like, oh man, it's so good that the sun's back again. Do you see the guys outside the window?
Yeah, you can.
Oh hi! I'm going to like wave at them. Good
You
morning.
guys see Bretta leaning out a window waving at you from up above.
I just wave. Smile and wave, boys.
When did you become part of Fantasy Town? Where everyone knows, good morning, good morning. How are you, pleasant person?
Our life. I feel like we've earned a peaceful village town morning.
Our soil is so rich and giving.
I haven't had a proper morning in so long.
Facts.
Roll perception. You see a dove fly down with a flower and put it in your lap.
Walking down the
I
streets
went-
like a Looney Tune.
Yeah. I'm going to pick up my things, put my hoop up bag, my new shiny knife, and going downstairs with you guys. Have some breakfast
Okay.
and still eating some pastries. Oh, the ones that I bought of Rib yesterday.
Yes. Well,
Is this a pigeon?
it's about this time as you guys are kind of sitting there relaxing, enjoying sunlight for the first time in several days. You see several of the guards walk in front of the tavern. They're dragging behind them one of the halflings from the previous interrogations. Still fighting, kicking, and screaming. No sign of Alcira, but they seem to be taking him off somewhere. One of the sergeant kind of stops and gives Brett a thumbs up and keeps going.
Looks like they found their man. It looks like I found mine. Hi, Dorn.
Oh, hi, Lord.
Good morning. Isn't the sun great?
Sun is awful.
Oh.
I yelled at them to shut up, but they were being so loud this morning. Suddenly the sun is all out and they're all happy.
Haven't seen the sun in a while. It's so good.
First time you've seen Drix like laugh and joyous.
But yes.
Elves are solar powered.
My wood elf!
Wood
I need sunlight like a tree.
Oh, I had forgotten. I'm going to turn back to Elrod. I need to give back Umbra her boots.
Oh, you should probably. Yes, you should probably do that before you forget. I don't think she'd take kindly upon that.
I don't think so. She's scary.
That's a term for it.
I'll be taking those. Thank you.
Thank you. They were really useful. Oh, you didn't sleep much yesterday? You had like... Huh.
What?
Oh, brother, you don't look like you sleep
You
much.
slept just fine, thank you.
And
Nothing
you
is
missed a
said.
party. And you missed a party too. It was really fun.
No,
Well, the last bit
I wouldn't
actually.
know. Somebody didn't want to go.
There was, other things to take care of.
You'd catch sight of Elrod motioning over like behind Bretta in his old man rocking chair, like, no, it wasn't. It was terrifying.
So many nobles that I could have gotten some money off of, and I wasn't allowed to go.
They would
Oh.
have murdered the shit out of us. I
They
mean,
were
it'd
actually,
have been a
yeah.
problem. Mhm.
Got really
Mhm.
tense there a moment.
Rix is suddenly going to remember he hasn't eaten yet at all. Like last night hasn't had anything to eat or breakfast. So his stomach is gonna start rumbling. Like
Stomach noise.
we are going to have a big breakfast. He's gonna take Tanukin. I think we're gonna have some. I think we have some pastries upstairs too.
Mm.
Yeah. Today's going to be
Come
a
on,
good
Tanuk.
day.
Well, the case involving the authorities seems to have been handled. The sun is out, the carnival is over, the gala is over. What do you guys want to do? Post breakfast and everything. It's assumed you guys take your time to eat breakfast and all of that.
Mhm.
Remind Bretta that we probably ruined somebody's life and we should probably make amends at some point.
You're not just
Ouch.
standing right here, Dawn.
Yeah, I hear you just fine, Dorn.
Oh, did I say that out loud? My internal monologue slipped and he's gonna kind of sip his coffee a little bit.
Elrod sips his whiskey coffee. Subtle Dawn. But what's next on the agenda? Are we going to be walking or taking the carriage the way there? Or at least part of the way there?
Well, we have a carriage. Should use it. Should set off all the days still right.
Oh, that's something wanted to ask you, Mist. I almost forgot. How long was it by carriage? A couple days? I don't remember.
It
Weeks?
is 300 miles. Like 2 weeks, I think.
Okay.
Let me check how fast your carriage and horse go.
We also have a Koromon and magic.
And Fluffy too.
And
We'll
Fluffy.
probably get actual horses now that they're no longer required.
That's true. Assuming we have like the fastest horse money can buy, because we can afford like 80 of them.
Oh yeah. We want 10 horses for just one carriage.
We gotta go fast.
But can they compete with that? I throw a thumb over at Fluffy.
Fluffy and Coromon. Real shit.
It would take you by cart or wagon. So by riding horse. Why does it not show the speed? Stupid handbook. Probably at least 1 to 2 weeks.
Okay.
So we either try to speed it up, or we take it slow.
Can Rick go into town while they're eating breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah, he
I'll
wants
be-
to find a blacksmith.
Okay.
I'll be complete. As Rib's getting up and walking away, you'll just hear Elrod. I'll be completely honest with you. I'd rather take the safe route this time. Considering
Don't
that
worry, I was already gone. Remember, I was walking Fluffy.
Oh right, my bad. I thought you came back to eat with us.
Meanwhile, back a day. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No, back to the party.
What the
Quentin, what are you doing? That's from Dust Till Dawn. That's Selma Hayek's foot, and that's Quentin Tarantino.
Let's see.
Yeah, he has a little fed footage.
Okay. Just gonna look away.
Okay, so we'll just, since I can't pull 4E up quickly enough, we'll just go by 5E's riding mount stats. Just 4 to 8 miles in an 8-hour day
Gotcha.
at a normal pace.
So a week.
Yeah, roughly a week. Provided you don't get sidetracked.
Get to know each other.
Save a few maidens, save a few guys, save the world. Twice
We just
on the
finished.
way.
Where are we going again?
Such is the life of an adventurer.
Oh yeah, we're
Think it-
gonna go fight an evil sorcerer or something, right?
Oh yeah, I think we're going to a swamp. It was Elrod.
It was a lake
Oh.
once. It is now a
Oh.
dry reservoir. Jafar is stealing all the water.
Are we
Also,
prepared? Do I have all the equipment for it?
if you have a bow and armor, you can fight.
Oh.
And then once he's
Oh
dead,
right. Then I go up to my room and
and you just
gotta
take
find
off.
my
He's
old
like that.
equipment.
And I wish Aelith was here for this. And I want to make it clear that once the last of the hostile 6 are dead, you're free to go. Not that I'm really keeping any of you here anyway, but
Are
it'll
you
be
kidding?
on.
I'm here for the laughs at this point.
Huh. Whatever's keeping you here. But after that, I'm probably going to go home.
Hear that, Umbra? We get to continue traveling with them forever.
I will fucking murder you.
I don't doubt it.
He just laughs.
I'll find out if I have a home.
I'm going to keep traveling. Applebee's really far away now. Wonder how they're doing.
Ah. I know Aelith would tease Elrod about knowing that he doesn't want to go home because Westport sucks, or was sucky to him. You're right, I'd probably travel the road even more. Because I'm just a mess like that. Sip.
Oh, roll perception.
Sure. Let's see. Perception. A, B, C, D, H, I, P.
As you're sitting there
That's about
enjoying
right.
your morning your morning drink out on the patio, there's a right in your face this large bird.
Ah! 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 Oh.
It's got a sack of gold.
The dwarves. How much gold is attached to this poor creature?
1,000 gold coins.
How's the
Uh-huh.
creature look after that long journey?
Yeah.
Miserable. There's a small
Pretty
note
well.
attached that says, "Business is booming."
Well, that's good. Maybe I do need to stop by home and make sure the nobles don't try to get their hands on the collective. Anyway, you look
Where
tired,
did that
little
beer
buddy.
come from?
I'm gonna just like take my plate and just put it for the bird to pick at the sausage, or if it's what kind of bird is it? Anything that eats meat?
It's one that eats meat. It's like a small hawk. And as you're bending down
Okay.
to put this food down, another one flies into the side of your head.
Ah!
This one's got a scroll in its claw
Ooh,
Elrod, you should be more careful with birds.
with a
they're
familiar
hitting me.
wax seal keeping it closed.
Familiar wax seal.
How are entering the inn if the doors are closed and the windows too?
And by the familiar wax seal, it's just a wax seal in the shape of a heart.
In the shape of a what?
Heart.
I tear it open. Or it's not a letter. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
There, son. You're still a failure. Why did I even have you?
Oh, that's my dad.
No, it's just a one-line phrase from Elvira, and it says, "See you in Vorpid."
My heart.
Oh.
Oh, Lake Vorpid.
Elvira's gonna meet us in Lake Vorpid. Oh, it's just Vorpid now. I
Oh,
guess.
joy of joys.
Oh,
Isn't
good.
it, isn't it great? Oh, maybe she. Oh.
Guess we
Oh,
better
goodness,
pack
I
the earplugs again.
Yes.
Rib, you went into town to find a blacksmith. What do you want to do?
See.
You discover one. He's just kind of opening his shop up for the morning. What are you looking to do?
I need a weapon.
You do.
I have no weapon.
What weapons do kobolds?
Webb figures since he actually has gold, he won't make his own this time.
Can I help you, little one? You see this human man, dirty blonde hair, kind of approach. His nose is a little crooked. He's already got his outfit on with the large leather apron. It's just got various burn marks and stuff across him. This dude's, he's built. He's got some good muscles and everything for all the blacksmithing that he does. What's a kobold like you doing here?
I need a weapon. Why else do you go to a blacksmith?
For many things.
Go on.
Weapons, armor, horseshoes, armor for
Yeah, I need-
mounts, all sorts
I need
of
all
things.
of that.
You need horseshoes.
No, not horseshoes. Can you make horseshoes for my weasel?
Oh my god.
Though they don't quite have the feet for that.
Can you just make her regular shoes?
Oh my god.
Are you going to want
You
your
can play
weasel to be able
booties.
to climb?
That's true. Never mind. Anyway, I need armor and I
Okay.
need weapons.
And what sort of weapon are you looking for?
What can you make me?
What do you want?
I don't know. That's why I'm shopping.
Got swords, hammer, maces, spears. Got a little bit of everything.
What? Our character, what can I use again now that I'm small?
Anything that is one-handed. You can use certain one-handed weapons as a two-handed weapon. Or you can just go get your gear out of the lake.
I can't wear my gear.
Yeah.
Right, you know.
Just like Ridley and Smash. It's
Well-
too big.
I'll have to have my. Well, I need something temporarily. Can I have a? Do you have a Warhammer? A mini Warhammer?
Mini warrior. You can wear plate armor. You're built to wear like hide armor or chainmail armor.
Right.
For Warhammers, your option is a Warhammer.
All right.
It is a versatile one-handed weapon. Yeah, I got one in the
Can-
bag.
Can you engrave something on it for me?
Sure, what do you want?
A weasel. Looked like that one.
And where would you like the weasel?
Down the shaft.
So you want to be able to grip your hand around the shaft on the weasel?
I always grip my hand around the shaft on the weasel.
Nice. Sure,
What?
I can do that.
Okay. Thank you. How much?
Is that all you need? Is the Warhammer?
You have any, chainmail?
I do.
My size?
Well, I can make it your size.
Can you dye it? Sota?
Ooh, what color?
Can you make it Bahamut white? Platinum?
Oh, I have platinum colored chainmail.
Can you engrave a Bahamut on it?
You don't really. You know what chainmail is, right? It's
No.
little circles of metal. You can't really
Oh.
engrave on it.
So you're not a good blacksmith?
It's not
Jesus.
physically possible.
I'll take your word for it.
Now, you could pay extra to have me replace some of the platinum links with, say, gold or black or something to make the emblem of Bahamut within the chainmail as a design.
How much would that cost me?
That's about 2,000 extra.
No, thank you. How much is the chainmail regularly?
50 gold.
Can we make a trade?
Possibly.
I have a shit ton of delicious goods.
No.
You haven't even tried one. It's the best balls you ever had in your mouth.
Are they from the Noble District?
No.
Yeah, no.
Fine. Then I will take one chainmail and platinum and one hammer with a weasel down the shaft. How much do I owe?
Do you need a shield or anything?
Yes.
Can you even equip the?
He's a paladin.
Right, but in a small stature, right? I thought you had to equip two-handed.
No.
Yeah,
Warhammer is
can I
a
have a
one-off
shield, please?
one-handed weapon. Yes, you may.
He just wouldn't be able to use like a tower shield.
He can use a heavy shield, but not a tower shield.
Yeah, which are actually things in 4E.
Yep.
They're very good.
They're just really big, heavy shields.
They're good.
Yeah.
Or think a little heater shield.
So for all
Yeah.
that for you, little one, that's going to be roughly 350 gold.
Time for his great debating skills. He's gonna try and knock it down to 200.
Okay, you can roll your diplomacy. And then you can say whatever you think is going to get him to bring that down.
Oh, so close to 20.
No.
Okay, 350.
That's what I told you.
I know, that's why I'm paying you.
Alrighty. Well, you can pay half now and the rest when you pick it up.
Okay. So he's gonna hand him 150 gold.
Close enough. Come back in a couple hours. It won't take long. I have most of it made. I just gotta tweak it to work for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And what do you do from there?
I'm going to head back to town.
Okay. And what? So, Rib's gotta kill a couple hours. You guys are kind of loading the cart and everything up, I assume.
Uh-huh.
What do you guys
Yeah.
wish to do from here?
On the road again. Yes, indeed, we get on the road again.
Okay, so with that,
Oh.
unless somebody's got something specific to do, we'll jump on ahead.
I'm cool jumping ahead. Elrod already has health potions and basic supplies.
Well,
Yes.
Rib is going to stop by the lake and pick up his stuff.
Okay.
Actually, do we pass an alchemy shop on the way out? Because, like, big boy health potions might be called for. Because I still have, like, the base level health potions when I bought, like, 10.
Yeah, there's a small alchemy shop. It's not the most fancy one, but it's there.
I'll just pick up a few greater potions of healing, but we can worry about the logistics later if you want.
No, I got it right here.
Sure, perfect.
You can get potions of vitality. Level 15 potions. They're 1,000 gold pieces apiece.
Mm-hmm.
They're 25 hit points, and you get to make one saving throw against an effect that a saving throw can end.
Beautiful, I'll take 5.
Okay, that's 5,000 gold.
Yup.
Anybody else?
Nope. Getting ready to forget about Balistria for some months.
Until it comes knocking at your door. Perfect. I'm gonna save that in my notes channel for now.
Happy apple.
So, you guys gather all your items up onto the cart. Rib returns with dripping wet armor that is far too big for him. In fact, he only got it there because of his weasel. And after hanging out for about an hour, just kind of killing some time, Rib, you guys stop by the blacksmith on the way out. After the alchemy shop, pick up Rib's new equipment.
And
Just
he's
by
gonna
the way,
hand
Rib, were you going to pay to get it enchanted or anything?
I didn't know I could do that.
Not at a blacksmith.
I was going to say, I thought he was just a blacksmith.
He is.
Is there a place to get enchanted around?
Possibly up in the Noble District.
If the group allows Rip to go to the Noble District, he'll do it. But if not, but he is
what you
going to.
want.
He is going to try to hand the blacksmith only 80 gold for a second. What? I gave you the other half earlier.
You gave me half. This is half of half.
No, you just are forgetting. I gave you the other half earlier. Yes!
Oh my god.
Dear God, poor blacksmith.
I mean, am I near? Are we with him right now?
Talk it up, boy.
Don't you remember? We had this whole conversation. We argued. You wanted to give me 350, and then I sat there and said, "Fine, I'll give you half now." So I gave you 200 there just to make sure that you felt like I was coming back, and I'm just paying you what's ever left over, which was 80 gold.
Well, now that you mention it, sounds about right.
Thank you for your business, sir, and thank you for not discriminating.
I went ahead and rolled, and he rolled horribly.
Can we go to the Noble District real quick?
If you want to go back there.
I'm taking the cart to the gate.
I'll go by myself if y'all don't want to come.
On second thought, let's just go together. That way, if the nobles recognize us, they don't. Let's stick together. Unless there's any objections.
There is an exit on the northern side of town in the Noble District. You guys just don't know about it.
Oh, perfect. Then you will take the carriage that way.
You guys find out about the exit in the north. It'd be kind of silly to have only one way in and out of town.
Are the same are the same guards posted up?
They are, and they recognize y'all. And they just kind of smile and wave. Smile. And wave.
That's not a trip.
Riv's going to just walk on through.
Back again already, huh?
Yeah, you having a good day?
Excellent morning. How about yourself?
Good. You look like you lost weight.
Oh, thank you so much. I've been trying so hard.
I'm proud of you.
I am proud of you.
That's you. He's gonna walk away.
So,
You were not found, Rib.
the enchantment shop. For your magic items, it's going to run you. Oh, and there's more snotty nobles.
Yay. No discriminating. Rex is gonna peer in through the window.
Let's see, a +3 magic
What he's doing.
item runs for basic magic, which is what your old armor was, is 9,000 gold pieces for an enchantment. To the good stuff is 25,000 gold pieces.
Would anything catch my eye while we're all just kind of passing through it? You want me to roll something?
If you want, it's a magic shop. If there's anything
Sure.
particular you're looking for, feel free to.
Did I Did I drop from roll 20?
You
Did you?
No, you're still there.
Oh, my tab froze. Okay, let's roll that Arcana check.
Riv's gonna ask Elrond if he can borrow some money.
Now,
Or you can get since you're level 16, 17? 16. You're 16. You can get a +4 magic enchantment for 45,000 gold.
sounds great. I can still retire and my children never have to work with the money Elrond has.
Riv's gonna try to talk him down to 600 gold.
That ain't happening.
What's the lowest enchantment level?
Like, not even a nat 20 will get you that.
Would a 42 Arcana, would Elrond notice anything that might interest him?
That there's a lot of magic items.
Like any specific...
What is he looking for? Is there anything?
Sword magic.
There's,
Yeah,
a,
things that would benefit him.
there's a few enchanted swords in there that run 45 to 60,000 gold.
Ooh. I look at them.
Riv's gonna turn to the group and look with puppy eyes.
Are there any +4 long swords that have any particular enchantments on them aside from the +4?
No.
Okay.
Not that you can use.
Okay. Meh. Elrond says.
Riv's going to try to ask the group very sweetly if he can borrow some money.
Hey, look at me, everyone. I have shared a lot of money this past few days.
How
Uh,
much exactly are you getting to
How
borrow?
much do you need, Riv? Maybe you
Uh,
can trade something?
3,000 gold.
Oh yeah, sure. Do you still have some of the stuffed animals you had? I can trade you for some.
All of them.
Oh yes,
Are you buying my stuffed animal collection off me?
yes.
3,000 gold?
Riv's gonna hand her all 12 of his stuffed animals.
My god, that's like hundreds of gold per bat.
It is.
I really like tough animals.
That's good. You're gonna have them for. You're gonna have a lot.
Well, thank you, Rip. Going to put them in my bags. Going to take out my 3,000 gold and give it him.
Entrepreneur Rib.
Come back whenever you want.
He looks surprised. Ah, thank you. And then he's gonna walk up to the counter and just set the bag on the counter.
Can we help you?
Can you enchant my armor, please?
Your armor? With what sort of enchantment?
What do you got? That's the cheapest.
Are you looking for armor specifically?
Yeah, just armor specifically.
The cheapest +3 magic enchantment is 9,000 gold.
Alright, what about, I'm sorry, not the armor. What about the hammer?
The hammer?
The war hammer. I mean, war axe.
Probably roughly the same. Let me double check. The cheapest +3 for that is 9,000 gold.
Oh, never mind. Then I'll do the armor.
Okay.
Which is, you said 3,000, right?
9,000.
Oh, well, then I bought 3,000 worth of gold for no reason.
You sold all your bats for no reason?
Yeah. Well, he's just gonna keep 3,000 gold and come back later.
Okay.
Still short. Damn it.
Such a pity.
Rude.
Is that it for Berlistria?
Yeah, that's it. We can
That's
make
it.
That's it.
Alright.
So are we finally finished at the at this enchanter?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Rib's coming out of the building.
He is. He's looking rather depressed.
Speaking of which, when you watch him walk out of the building, Dorn, you'll finally happen to notice his clothes, because I know you get distracted easily. And they're oddly peculiar.
Oh, should I show him what you're wearing? Are you still wearing that?
Yeah, I never took it off.
That is what Ruben's been wearing since the party.
It's lime green and pink.
It's that lime green and pink. Yep.
Work with that, Dorn.
It's beautiful.
How much did you spend, by the way?
On what, on the clothes or there?
I mean, what you just bought.
I didn't get to buy anything. I was 6,000 short.
Oh, just 6,000.
Yeah. And that's the cheapest thing.
All right.
It sucks to be you.
Rib looks on the ground and just kind of kicks it.
He kind of spent all his money on pastries and this outfit that he has on. So, with a little guidance from your guard buddies, I guide you to a secret trade entrance at the back of the city. Particularly in use for only the noble district, but they allow you passage through. You guys enter and back out into the wilds for the first time in 3 days. 4 days now. You notice that the cloud over Berlistria, well, the darkness over Berlistria is gone, so the cloud will be gone from the map. Off to your west, you exit on a small dirt road. It's not very traveled. A small river just to the southwest of you that seems to cut through Berlistria itself and runs up off out of sight in the distance. Dorn is doing headstands as y'all leave. This path runs
Breakdancing.
up along the side of a cliffside that cuts off into the mountains to the east, with the rest of it heading northwest, off beyond what your vision can see. It's a wide open plain with grass that's roughly Rib's shoulder height, dry, slowly turning green again. And it's just an open, flat field as far as you guys can see. The sky above is clear blue. No, not a single cloud in the sky. The sun sitting high to the west. Or the east, because it's morning. I'm good at things.
Ah, fresh air.
Well, it's really good to be on the road again.
Indeed.
It's good to be outside again.
I've never done too good at staying in one place long anyway. I guess.
Ribs in the back of the cart, laying down with his old armor.
Why is there fire over there?
I did not draw that.
No reason.
No.
No, see, Doran, it'd be ice.
Oh, I'm
It'd be frozen columns of frost. Like a big ice cube.
A big ice cube.
There you go.
So, your first day of journey is rather uneventful. You see the occasional birds flying overhead. You see the passage of a few wild animals, nothing really threatening or dangerous to you. And with that, the sun begins to set, unless you guys have any travel conversation you wish to have.
Nah. Elrod's notably quiet. If anyone poked him, he seems to be in contemplation about what to do next. At least that's what he'll say.
Dorn would be rather stoic as well.
Such a lively party.
No smart-ass comments, no commentary, no harassment. Silence.
What I don't understand is why he needs the lake. That's what troubles me. At least the others' bids for power made sense. Pardoning, summoning, death. Deity into the world. Anyway. Big think noise.
Rib is in the back of the cart. And while he's sitting back there, he's bored, so takes out his tiny forks and lays them down and starts pressing on the end of the fork, flicking them up. And he's gonna hit one really hard to see where it goes.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Oh, I need a character. Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. You know you can go into your character sheet without.
So it's done. It's just before my picture.
Just click on it.
Oh, never mind. I got it. I've got the wrong one.
Oh, yeah, I have to archive that one again so it doesn't mess you up. Who's driving the cart?
Probably Elrod.
I
Unless
assume
anyone
Bretta.
else volunteers.
Assumed Bretta. Oh yeah, 'cause she's been good with all the animals.
The anime handler,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Bretta can.
Well, whoever's driving
Yeah.
the cart
Bretta or Rick?
just got a small fork into the back of their head.
Sorry!
Ouch!
Damn it, Bretta. I mean, damn it, Rib.
Who threw that? Ow! That hurt! Ouch.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Well, if you're going to throw another fork, please don't throw it at me or anyone you know. Ouch.
So,
Going to get back to
You guys are nearing about the limit of your horses. They're starting to look rather tired, and the sun is beginning its descent into the western sky. Do you guys wish to push on or stop for the
We'll let
night?
the horses rest. At least Elrod will vote that.
Yes. Should I go and find a nice area by a stream? I'm gonna use nature for that.
Yeah.
Well,
You've been out of it for a
place is
little
nice
bit.
enough.
But, you're able to, with some guidance and a little bit of your animal handling, you're able to help guide the horses over to about this little nook in the river here to camp for the night, allowing the river to be at your backs for safety. And it's a wide river. It's probably a good mile across. It's a rather hefty river. Although the water itself is quite receded. It's probably a good 50 to 60 feet down before you actually get the water, seawater from the recession of the waters to the north.
Yikes.
I'm gonna start getting some firewood, put down, make a campfire, start cooking some fish. Because I got some good fish.
You did. So, you guys begin to set up camp for the night. Rick's providing a nice, freshly cooked meal of fish for everybody.
Oh yeah.
See some salmon, tilapia, maybe some mackerel.
Tasty.
It's anchovies.
Now this is why I play games, so I can eat foods I can't eat in real life no more.
Oh.
Save image.
Even a Nile perch.
The Nile don't even exist.
You're just a
Wait,
wolf.
they don't know my immersion.
What's a Nile? I don't know.
Really tasty fish.
Nat 20 history. Oh, Alexander Niles named the fish.
Who's that guy? I don't know.
I didn't know.
The name
Explorer.
just came to mind.
So as you guys continue to relax, unwind, set up camp, who wants to take the first watch?
Elrod will. Unless anyone else wants to.
The storms are here.
I can take the second.
First watch then. Is there anything anybody wishes to do before actually
Nope.
settling in?
Nothing of note.
Nope.
Rib sticks a pastry on a stick and puts it over the fire.
Bill
Toasty.
works at that.
The music's still playing, I'm sad.
Where did the music go?
Sadness or happiness?
There it goes. First watch, Elrod.
Yo.
Roll perception.
I pull it on up.
Move it on up.
Your boy's thinking about his lady friend. He's not paying as good attention as he should.
It's your boy.
It's your boy. What's up, demons? It's me, your boy.
Where's your roll? Did it roll?
What's up? Yeah, I rolled a 17
Why don't I see it?
total.
Oh,
I do not
see
know.
either.
I don't see nothing. I see
Well,
a
like
nature roll from
plus
Rick's.
10, so trust
It's
me.
a
If I was
phantom
gonna lie, it
roll.
wouldn't be about a 17 in 4th edition.
I'm just more confused why it's not showing up. That's weird.
I can screenshot it if you want.
Spooky.
Oh, it was doing that to me last time. I was playing another game with a buddy
you on?
2 days ago.
Refresh.
Are you want to talk to yourself?
Huh?
It's a mode where you talk to yourself and you're the only person who can see your rolls.
Oh no, I don't think I rolled it to myself. I just rolled it like I normally did all night. Do you want a screenshot, Mist?
No, you're fine. I believe you.
Okay.
Your short shift seems rather uneventful. Nothing really seems to happen. There's a few snakes that slither along on the outside of camp. A couple of nocturnal animals, but nothing really poses a threat to you guys.
Fuck you, snake. Scared the shit out of me.
Snake, no.
No, there's no mooses out in the middle of the field, Rib.
Moosin.
Who's taking second watch?
Ribble.
Rib will. Okay.
Why did the music change?
It's the spooky hours.
Fall into a trap. Ooh.
Just getting you some campfire music, that's all.
When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake.
Oh, it started raining.
As Elrond settles in for the night, you begin to hear the pitter-patter of raindrops as a few clouds begin to roll in over the sky. They've started rolling in towards the end of Elrod's shift. Who was doing what into the mic?
Not I.
Mm-mm.
It was me, sorry.
Ribs making wind.
And as Rib, as you awaken to take your shift, the rain is falling at a steady pace. The campfire has gone out. But the moons are still visible, and brief glimpses beyond the clouds above. And then the fire before you seems to flare back to life, taking on the shape of a dragon's skull, head, a full head. The flames are not their usual orange, more of a goldish color. And the large head of the dragon before you seems to just smile. Gives you a slight nod. And then it vanishes as quickly as it was there.
Rib opens his mouth and is stunned.
Go ahead and roll your perception for the night, for your check. Due to the sudden surprise that you're caught off guard, you're not really paying attention to your surroundings. As you're sitting there, coming up from behind you is absolutely nothing. Your watch is fine.
Rude.
Who's taking the next watch?
Me,
No,
I
I'm
guess.
taking it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, well,
Your
fine.
turn?
You can have it.
My turn, darn.
Means I get to sleep longer.
It's good he's grumpy when he doesn't sleep. There's no Snickers in this universe.
I turn into Betty White.
Bretta! Go ahead and roll your perception for the night. The rain begins to lighten up a little bit. There's nothing about you that really catches your eye at first as you're sitting there, keeping a close eye on everything. Nothing threatening seems to appear, but as you glance around behind you towards the river one more time, you see a figure of a woman. Pale alabaster skin, vivid red eyes, and with a smile, a pair of fangs. Come to me, my child. Her words
Going to
like honey.
Yeah. going to get up and go their ways. Go to her. Just entranced.
As you approach, she holds out a hand towards you, with the river, the patter of the rain on the river behind her. And she takes your hand and says, "As promised, I have for you the first item for which you should achieve." And how convenient that you're not terribly far from it. In the north, there's a city known as Vorpid. I'm sure you're familiar with that name.
Oh yeah, that's where we're going right now.
Yes, there's a man who passed through Briliscia several months ago. It's the same person, I'm not quite sure. But he took something of mine, something very valuable to me and my children. It was an amulet. Similar to the one that your friend was stored in, but with a black onyx chain and a pendant of the same color holding a vivid blood red gem that seems to shimmer in the moonlight. There's great magic within that item and I need it back. Can you do that for me?
Oh yes, I can do that. It won't be difficult to find it.
Excellent. Once you have procured the item, how you return it to me is up to you. It is tiresome to have you travel back and forth to me, after all.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get too well destroyed anytime soon.
But... what's wrong? Was it scary?
Not bad.
Well... as long as it makes its way back to me, I will be happy. And for each of my items that you do find, your power from me will grow. Don't let me down.
It's going to gulp. I want.
Good. And don't die. Trust me. I don't enjoy when my subjects die. And they don't enjoy
Hi.
what happens after they die.
Her face is going to fall flat. Why is that?
Spoilers. It's no fun if you know.
Oh joy.
So, run along. Oh, and Berta. This stays between us.
Sure.
Wonderful. Run along. Enjoy your night. Have a safe travel. Don't get into too much trouble. Try not to murder somebody if they don't deserve it. You know.
Oof.
the
Wait,
usual.
before you go,
Hmm.
we didn't see Melcy around the morning. What happened to her?
She's alive, if that's your concern.
She's going to give a big sign of relief. But I hear about
But nothing. She's alive. She's just been persuaded to get off your trail.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, I hope she's. Oh man. Well, she's alive at least.
Any
Can I
other
ask more?
questions?
No, actually, but well, just remember what to tell you before. Don't mess with anyone else.
Or what?
With my friends.
You
Oh.
made a deal with me. The powers I have granted to you work in certain ways. If a few of your little friends get harmed in the process, well, you've already had no problem taking one life for no reason at all. What's a few more?
They're my friends. They're not anyone.
And the other one was innocent. That's just the way it goes sometimes.
Okay, I will get your amulet.
But if you're making some kind of veiled threat, I would love for you to act on it, please. See what happens when one of your friends gets hurt. Come after me. I dare you.
Oof.
Now, run along before you miss something important happening and all your friends die to some stray animals.
Oh shit! She's going to turn back and run back to the camp.
You
Oh
run-
god, the camp's already been ravaged by
The camp
wolves.
is fire.
Everything's
No!
on fire. Brother, where were you?
Greta returns to 16 owlbears just eating all her friends.
Oh,
We got invaded by squirrels. No.
that's all your fault, brother.
No, but as you start to turn, the image of the Umbra Witch vanishes, and you feel a small pulse on the dagger that you have now. But the rest of your night beyond that is completely and utterly boring. Although she may not look quite right for whoever takes the final watch.
I guess that's me.
4 watches? Amazing.
That's a good thing. Britta's not gonna do anything else that Rex
We're
is
lazy
gonna do
people.
this
We
point.
only take our shifts.
I'm going to wake up, Lauren. Yeah, Lauren.
As you
Your turn.
awaken, the rain above seems to pick up a little more intensity again. The flame in the center of the campfire is dead.
I'm gonna fire a fire blast at him.
With the magic, it seems to roar back to life. It's a few hours before dawn, so there's a little bit of light coming over the fields now, and the clouds above are starting to thin.
I put some water on.
Alright, go ahead and roll your perception for the final check of the night.
Don't see shit.
You're still so asleep that you don't notice absolutely nothing that happens. Because my random encounter table is so wonderfully accurate and never rolls what I want it to roll.
It's so generous to us tonight.
It is
Cool. I'm making coffee.
this totally real, totally existing random encounter table. Nah, it's y'all are out in the field. You don't need very much to not see something.
Suddenly, dragons.
Yes, you. Despite the massive open field, you fail to notice the 3 ancient red dragons sitting across from you, also sipping tea.
Womp, womp.
Sup, Dorn? It's been a bit.
Now you guys awaken to very light rain as the sun starts to filter in through y'all's tents for the morning, and that is where we're going to pick up next week.
Oh yeah,
On the road again.
dank travel time.
Yay.